facilitate at a retreat. It's not my retreat, it's somebody else's retreat. I'm just teaching and just kind of supporting, but I'll be teaching yoga, breath work, and then there will be all these different healing modalities like sound. They have like tapping. I'm teaching an aqua yoga class, meditation yoga in the pools and the hot springs. So it's up to Maple Grove Hot Springs. It's about 2.5 hours from Salt Lake City. So you could just drive up. There's still spots available for the weekend. They're all different prices. If you really want to come to the whole thing, but you're financially not able to, like, if that's what's holding you back, message me and maybe there's something that we could work out. It would be between me and or you and somebody else, but he's been like, he basically like, we just need people. We really want people up there. So if that's what your issue is, but you're still wanting to come up, let me know. And then the other option you could do would be to just come up on Saturday. You could drive up in the morning, leave in the evening. If you've not been up to Maple Grove Hot Springs, it is like even if you don't come up during this, you should go up some other time because it's beautiful. There's no service up there, so you really feel like you're getting away. There's multiple hot spring pools, and then there's a river that runs right through it. So you wake up in the morning and it's just like steam coming off the river. It's beautiful, and especially this time of year. So on Saturday, you can come up for just soaking in the hot springs, and then there's a concert on Saturday night. There's this woman named Ruby Chase. She's like a famous person, I guess. But she'll be like, she's a DJ and she sings. So she'll be performing. And if you want to come, it's $50, but I have like a code you can use to get a ticket for free. So come up for free. That's cheaper than you could come up any other day. So there's my hard sell for you. Yeah. And other than that, oh, and then that said, I will be gone because I'm teaching at that next weekend. So I will be gone next Sunday and the following Sunday because I have my own Sedona retreat. So the subs I have for next Sunday, Victoria is teaching next Sunday. She's beautiful, amazing. You should go. And then I have the following Sunday, it's the 8th of October. Somebody named Lo Jones. She teaches at Core Power Yoga, and she's one of my personal favorite teachers. Maybe this sounds silly, but like when I go to her class, I'm like, she reminds me of me. So you should come. And yeah, she's great. So if you have any questions about any of that, just ask me after class. And then let's just go ahead and do the thing. So find a comfortable seated position if you're not already there. And even if you are already there, maybe you want to wiggle a little bit. Maybe you want to stretch a little bit, get some physical feedback. Perhaps you even just want to roll your head around or your shoulders around. So just kind of feeling into your physical body, noticing your physical body, noticing how you woke up this morning. And then eventually, no rush, just settle into stillness. Seated meditation. So close your eyes and just place your hand somewhere in some way intentionally. So maybe you just like to rest your hands in your lap. Maybe you like to bring your hands to your heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And if sitting is super uncomfortable for you, you can either choose to be with that, notice that, breathe into that, or maybe you'd rather lay down on your back, and that's fine. So notice how you feel here. And then respond with love and presence and wisdom. So that's just getting into the yoga, paying attention, becoming more aware of everything that is in your present moment experience. So physically, what sensations are there? What impulses are there? Even notice your thoughts as they come and go. Maybe there's a lot of thoughts there this morning, and that's fine. You're not trying to turn them off. You're just noticing. Notice how you are energetically and even emotionally, if there's any emotions present for you. We're not trying to push them away or push them down. We're just letting them have space inside of us. And then if you haven't already, begin to notice your breath. Connect to your breath. So maybe feeling into the rise and fall, or maybe even visualizing your breath, just using your imagination. And next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you possibly can. Take a moment to hold in fullness at the top. Maybe even take an extra little sip at the top. And then open your mouth, great big sigh, let it go. Ah, good. Again, just like that, inhale, fill up. Pause. See if you can keep holding your breath, but relax and soften just a little bit around your held breath. And then when you're ready, open your mouth, great big sigh. Ha. Very nice, friends. One more time, just like that. So biggest breath you've taken all morning long. Hold. Let that breath circulate around inside of you. Maybe you visualize it. Maybe you take that extra sip. And then when you're ready, open your mouth and let it go. Ha. Very nice. Seal your lips now and start to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So your inhale, it's a deep diaphragmatic breath. And it's like a really deep, slow motion gasp. Sounds like a whisper, sounds like wind moving through trees or an ocean wave flowing in. And then exhale, it's like you're fogging up a window, making the HA sound, ha, but then you just seal your lips on top of the breath. You're essentially starting to fog up a window on the inside of your body. You're starting to build a little bit of heat inside, warm up your muscles just by breathing. So take as much time as you want, just being here, sitting, breathing, connecting, noticing. Whenever you feel ready to move, you can start again from your seat. So anything that feels good from the position you are in, but eventually come forward to hands and knees. So if you want to come immediately forward to hands and knees, that's fine too. And then once you're on hands and knees, if you've been to my class, you know the drill. Just intuitive movement, just creative movement. So you might start with cat-cows, something more familiar, something more simple. Just feel into the flexion and extension of your spinal column. And then you can start to get more curious. Maybe you take your hips around in great big circles. Maybe you extend the leg back and the other leg. Maybe you just want to rest in child's pose and kind of find a sense of grounding. So anything goes. It's all you on this Sunday morning in this space on your mat in your body. So rather than doing what you always do every time you warm up for your yoga practice, see if you can feel into what your body is calling for right now. And if it's helpful, close your eyes. So let go of how you look. Let go of what anyone else in this space looks like. And just feel you, feel your breath, feel sensation. And then in your next few rounds, so take your time, no rush. But eventually, downward facing dog is where we will end up. So start your own transition back whenever you're ready. And back in your down dog, same thing, just feel into it. Pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. Good, you guys. So just very quickly, a question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you would rather not be touched or adjusted, completely fine with me. I don't take it personal, but just raise one of your legs in the air. Signal me. All right, thank you very much. Downward facing dog, a few more breaths. So now if you want to lift one leg in the air and then the other, just to feel around, go for it. Maybe it feels good to take your feet out really wide. Shift your weight from side to side on the diagonal from there. Maybe it feels good to windshield wiper your heels side to side. So you can roll onto the inner edge of one foot, the outer edge of the other. Take a few breaths there as you lift your hips, as you push into the ground. On the other side. So there are about a million ways you can explore your down dog. There are about a million ways you can refine your down dog. There's so much to notice. What's going on in your hands, your shoulders? Can you feel a connection to your center? How does right leg feel versus left leg? Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, nice, Wendy, hang out in your fold. Few deep breaths. Maybe you want to take a ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows and kind of bob or sway or bounce. Maybe you want to bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. And see if you can feel your breath big and spacious. Feel it in your back body. And maybe even imagine, visualize your breath moving down the backs of your legs, creating space there, softening the muscles there. Take one or two more rounds, hanging out in your fold. Very nice. As you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Thanks, Jane. Exhale, fold, let it go. So feel the big difference between these two postures. Inhale, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, reach the crown of your head forward. See if you can press back through the tops of your thighs, broaden your sit bones. Exhale, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. And then this time, come through your halfway lift, keep rising, arms reach up. High mountain. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Slow dive down, heart leads. So hinge at your hips all the way down and fold. Very nice. Lift halfway with your big inhale. So all that length and even strength through your back body. Back muscles hug your spine. Exhale, let it go. All the way to empty. Connect to your center. Heart leads. Rise up. Arms reach. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, like that. How much awareness can you bring into this simple movement? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, your breath guides you down. Feel your body move through space, then let it go. Halfway lift, spine grows long. Nice K. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart all the way up. Reach up and stretch. Hands to heart center. Exhale. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. Maybe you even press your palms together. So bend your elbows a bit, and then like your palms are suction cup. Squeeze them towards each other. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them towards each other. See if you can start to reach your hands back. And then final option, add just a little baby back bend. Hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward, puff up through your chest, gaze up. So not collapsing back through your head and neck, but extending back. Take one more big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, keep your clasp all the way down, forward fold. Hang out with your fingers interlaced in your forward fold for about 2 or 3 more breaths. See if you can keep your weight forward, so more in your feet, or excuse me, all in your feet, more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. So lift your butt up high, lift your knuckles up high. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Andrea. Exhale, hands to your low back first, then gently release your clasp. Let your arms hang. Give them a nice little shake out. Maybe give your head a little shake. Halfway lift position. Inhale, realign. Exhale, fold. From here, plant your hands and step your feet back. Plank pose. Bring your knees down if you'd like to modify. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. Exhale, slowly lower. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward as you lower down. Good. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Lift your heart. Take a moment. Maybe gaze to one side, gaze to the other side, or just breathe. Feel that opening through your front body. You want your shoulders down away from your ears, so roll them back and down. Most heart openers here, your elbow tips are pointing straight back rather than out towards the sides. Take one more big inhale. Yes, thanks, Jamie. Exhale, down dog, however you want to get there. You can take your time, move through tabletop, move through child's pose, take a cat or a cow. Beautiful, my friends. Back in your down dog. Great big ujjayi breaths. About 5 rounds. Any movement, exploration that you would like to bring in. So use your breath, use your awareness. Just feel whatever there is to feel. See if you can create space that was not there before. Maybe feel into muscles that you didn't even know you had. See if you can feel your ribs expand with your inhales. See if you can feel all the way to your very center at the bottom of each exhale. So that's the practice. That's the yoga. It's noticing, it's paying attention. Doesn't matter how it looks on the outside. Doesn't matter how much you sweat. Doesn't matter if you can do a perfect handstand for 10 minutes. It's what you are experiencing in your body with your big deep breaths, with your awareness. Take one more big inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. From the press of your feet, heart leads all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful breathing. Inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale, sit back into a chair pose. So weight in your heels. It's like there's a chair that's just a little too far behind you and you're reaching your butt back towards it. You should be able to look down and see your toes. If you can't see your toes, your knees are coming too far forward. So bring your weight back into your heels, sit your butt back more. Make sure all of your toes face forward. You're not pigeon-toed, you're not duck-footed. Yes, and then you can choose to keep your heels down or everybody swing your arms back. Option to float up to your tiptoes. So now lift your heels up high. with your heels off the ground, you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can sit a little lower. Nice job. Keep your heart lifted. Beautiful, friends. Take one more breath. Nice, Annie. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you want. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Huge balance challenge. Slow dive down. So if you're on your tiptoes, it's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time. Your weight is more forward as your butt reaches back. Yes, nice, Christine. Heels on the ground. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you would like. If you feel like adding push-ups, if you feel like taking it on your knees, you feel like skipping it completely, fine with me. And then back in your downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. Good job. Soft through your face, through your jaw. Leave your hand right there. So let me take some weight off for you. All right. From your down dog, you can keep your hands there. I was just trying to lift your hips a little bit. Inhale your right leg to the sky because it was actually better before. Pause here for a moment. And if you want to, you might open your hip. You might roll out your ankle. Maybe you just want to flex and point through your right foot. So any little bits and pieces of movement, exploration. Notice, are you collapsing into your left outer hip or are you still connected to your center? Take one more big inhale and everybody just lengthen your right leg. Long, strong, powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in and see if you can push the ground away. Lift higher through your waistline. Lift onto your back tippy toes and then step forward softly. Good job. Rise as you are ready, crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, hips are square. They say shall inner thighs face each other. And the goal is not to go as deep as you can. The goal is to find that balance of mobility, flexibility, and stability. So strength and softness, effort and ease. Hug in with your legs. So your front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. You're hugging in, you're building your strong foundation, and then your upper body. Find your unique expression. Maybe your unique expression is just smiling. Maybe it's spreading your fingers really wide because you feel full of energy, or maybe it's softening. Take one more big inhale in your crescent lunge. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So just like we did in our chair pose a moment ago, same thing. Keep your heart lifted. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Hug in with your inner thighs. And as you are ready, back foot just floats up, airplane pose. So you're going for a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel or your toes. Yeah, so see if you can use your back muscles to lift your heart a little bit. See if you can use your inner thigh muscles to lift your heel. Take one last round. Awesome work. Nice, Lisa. Come back to your crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. All right, just for fun, we're not going to do this in our flow, but bring your back knee down and straighten your front leg. Come into half splits. So give your front leg a nice little stretchy. Flex your front toes back. Yeah, and press down through your front heel. Energetically, try to pull your heel back towards your body. So you're not trying to push it forward, you're trying to pull it back. Try to stick your right butt cheek out behind you as you reach your heart forward. So like you would dive down in your forward fold, imagine you're doing that here. Yes, good. Nice adjustments, good awareness. And if you would like, option to bring both hands to the outside of your right leg and just kind of pull your hips to the left as you walk your hands to the right. You might use a block under your hands. You can turn your toes out to the right a little bit So you're getting into the outside of your right leg, kind of towards your IT band. Yeah, just feel around, breathe into it. Last couple of breaths. Good work. And then come back, make your way back to a low lunge position first. So bend your front knee, lift your back knee up so you're on the ball of your back foot, and then pivot your back heel down, setting up a warrior 2. Rise up as you are ready, Virabhadrasana 2. Yay, good job. So right toes are facing directly forward, left toes directly to the left. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Awesome, Wendy. Try to notice if your back hip kind of shoots forward and see if you can pull it back. So rather than pushing your back hip forward, plug the femur bone into the hip socket. You're feeling into a neutral pelvis. Just allow your hips to open. Good work. Next time you inhale, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, 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 reach. And then tip it over, side angle pose. So right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, or right elbow might rest on your right thigh. I personally love to take my left arm forward, bicep next to my ear. So you choose what feels best for you. And then breathe into it. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath you. Keep tracking your right knee open towards your pinky toe. Heart wants to look up at the sky, so let it as much as you can. Beautiful poses. Take one more breath. Miss Victoria. Good, Tiff. Rise up. So press into your feet. Rise up. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. So all of your toes are facing the left side of the room. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, slow dive down, wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you would like to take it, about 5 to 7 breaths. Okay, he is off. Good job, friends. So even if you're holding, breathing deeply, there's so much you can feel into. Maybe you want to take bigger movements, more dynamic movements. Maybe you want to take Skandasana, headstand. About 3 more breaths. Yeah, love it. Exhale out your mouth anytime. All right. Come to a halfway lift. I think we have enough space in here today. Fingertips on the ground. Bend your knees a lot if you need to. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes forward. You're back in a low lunge. Bring your back knee down gently. And then take your right leg back. You'll be in a 3-legged tabletop position. So right leg reaches back. And then imagine again that smiley face shape. So lift your heart up, lift your back heel up, hug in with your inner thighs. See if you can feel the power in your back leg and then the strength in your back body as you lift your heart high. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So just round your spine, curl in, hollow out. Now listen. Your left toes, your back toes are tucked under. Inhale, re-extend, and press all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Now, exhale, right knee to your nose. One more time from here. Curl in, hollow out. Push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend. Very nice. Exhale, rock forward, 3-legged plank, regular plank, or modified. Lower down, chaturanga. Heart lifts, breathe in. And as you are ready, no rush. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Good job, friends. Ujjayi breath, walk it out. Maybe notice Right side versus left side. Beautiful poses. Good work. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. And then again, whatever feels good. So, or even whatever feels tender, whatever feels stiff, maybe that's where you want to go. It's Jane. Very good, everyone. Beautiful awareness. So feeling into your three-legged dog on this side, breathing into it. Nice, Chels. Take one more big inhale. Take your left leg long, make it strong and powerful. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. Round your spine. And soft as you can, step forward. Good job. Crescent lunge, you can take your time. So front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot. If you want to modify and you'd rather take a warrior one stance, that's fine with me. So please always feel free to do what works best for you. Hug towards midline, build your strong foundation. Front hip pulls back, so you're plugging the femur bone into the hip socket. Back hip pulls forward, your joints are strong, supported, and then grow tall through your spine. Lift your heart, maybe even lift your gaze. So your own fullest expression of crescent lunge today, right here in this moment. Take one last huge breath. Breathe in every little space. And then end of your exhale, move into your airplane lunge first. So you're staying in your lunge, but you're just hinging forward as your arms go back. Make sure you're not rounding your spine. You're doing a little baby back bend, like a little cobra in your heart. As you are ready, back foot just floats up. So lean forward. Shouldn't take too much as your back foot just floats off the ground. Stay connected to your center. Good, hips are square. Bend your standing leg if it's helpful. See if you can find that smiley face shape. Use the strength in your back body. Use the strength in your inner thighs. One last round. Awesome job. Nice, Annie. Back to crescent. Soft landing if possible. Good, and then hands to the earth. Top. Bring your back knee down for a moment and give your front leg a nice stretch. So half splits. Bring your hips all the way back to your heel, or you can keep your hips higher up. You choose. Front toes are flexed back towards your shin. I see some of you pointing and flexing. That's cool too. Go ahead. You're not trying to push your heel forward, but instead you're trying to pull it back energetically, like you're trying to stick your left butt cheek out. So rather than kind of tucking your tailbone under, you want to try to stick your butt out behind you. Heart reaches forward. Nice, Stella. Flex your toes, even your little baby pinky toe. And then if you would like that option of bringing your hands over to the left side of your left leg, maybe you even grab a block, use it as your ground, and then kind of play from there. You might turn your left toes out to the left a bit. You might pull your hips further over to the right as you reach to the left. So feel around. Yeah, nice. Love it. Nice, Wendy. Good. Awesome, Griffin. And then as you are ready, next couple of breaths, start to find your way back to your low lunge position. And then to rise up, set your feet up for a warrior two, and rise up to your warrior two. Yes, yes. So back heel parallel to the back edge of your mat. You're not trying to square off your hips. You're trying to let them open. So feel into open hips. Yeah, and just nice neutral pelvis, little tone in your belly to support your low back. So you're not sticking your ribs out, you're knitting your front ribs together. Soft through your shoulders, soft through your face, slow, steady breaths. Beautiful. Next inhale, reach forward, legs stay the same. It's like you're sliding your rib cage, reach, 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 and then side angle, tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or you do you, your own variation on this side. Does not have to be what you did on the other side. This side might feel completely different. Feel into that and honor that. Can you feel your big, spacious breaths? Beautiful. Nice, Janet. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek. Keep tracking your left knee open. And next time you breathe in, press into your feet. Rise up. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale. And then just for fun, we're going to take a wide-legged squat. So pivot your toes out, heels in, bend your knees, hands to thighs. So not in our flow, but we're going to pause here for a moment and stretch. So as you inhale, imagine you're doing a standing cow pose. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, knees open nice and wide. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room, dip your left shoulder down a little bit. You might gaze over right shoulder, stay low in your legs, take another big deep breath. Exhale to work your twist. Inhale through center. Other side, twist towards the front of the room, hold here. Stay low in your legs, press your knees open, breathe down into your belly. And then we'll speed it up just a little bit. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the back. All the way to empty. Inhale, center, stay low. Exhale, twist to the front. Inhale, center. This time, hang out here as long as you want. When you personally are ready, move into your wide-legged fold. So you'll just stand up, parallel your feet, reach up and dive down. No hurry. So get there in your own time. You've got a few rounds of breath. So everybody will eventually meet there. You can explore or you can hang out, breathe. Feel your legs. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Anytime you want, big open mouth sigh might feel really nice. Ah, good. All right, take one last round. Inhale, fingertips to the ground, halfway lift. Bend your knees a lot if you need to. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, so back to low lunge. Back knee down gently. Unthread your front leg, three-legged tabletop position. So left leg reaches back, and then think of a smiley face shape again. So sometimes I say strong straight line. Today, we're working a smiley face shape, not by just dropping into our low back, but by engaging through our back body and using our back muscles to lift our heart. Push into the ground with your fingertips. Use your inner thighs to lift your back heel. Awesome. Nice, Jamie. Take one more big inhale. Hips are square. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round, hollow out, empty out. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Your right toes are tucked under. And then all the way back and up, three-legged dog. One more, knee to nose. Exhale, curl in, round, hollow out. Re-extend three-legged. And then this time into your variation of plank to chaturanga. Lower slowly. Heart lifts, breathe in. Take as many breaths here as you want. And then sit back into a child's pose. If you want a down dog to stretch a little bit, that's just fine. I'm gonna take a pause, you guys. I'm gonna give a little demo. So just go ahead and come to a place in your next breath or two where you can see me. So sitting up, or if you need to stand up, please feel free. So I want to show you something. So what I see when people come forward from their three-legged dog, people have this really narrow down dog, and then you come forward and you're like, how am I going to do a push-up from here? This is really hard and it's really bad for your shoulders. So plank pose is here, downward facing dog is here. Plank, down dog. It's not down dog, plank. It's not down dog. Sorry, I should face my zoomies towards me. Sorry, zoomies. All right, so we're not walking back and putting all the weight in our feet. Our hands are still our foundation. down dog, plank, chaturanga, everything. We don't have to move anything. So this, ideally, we don't have to move anything. We can flow real nice. And then the other thing I noticed, so when you feel like you don't have enough space, what tends to happen, especially when people try to squeeze their elbows in, shoulders roll forward. That is so bad for your shoulders. So one thing I never teach is squeezing your elbows in. That cue has been passed down for I don't know how long, and nobody even knows why, I think, anymore. So I say, who cares? What happens when we do that is our shoulders tend to do this. We don't want this. We want our shoulders back. So keep your elbows out. This is all that has to happen. So when you lower, it is not this. I like to do that a lot. It's not squeeze in, do a caterpillar thing. It's strong, strong, strong. So shoulders plugged in, shoulders plugged in, shoulders plugged in, not here, plugged in, not here, plugged in. Yes, shoulders. So all of this, if you're like, I have no idea what I even look like, that's fine. Just take it in. Maybe you play with it at home sometimes in a mirror. And then every time you practice, there's just something to feel, something to get curious about. Cool? Any questions? Okay. Now I'm tired. Okay, let's do it. So go ahead. Come back to downward facing dog. Give yourself a couple big deep breaths. Maybe a big open mouth sigh or two. So we'll go through that entire flow, breath to movement. Doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can. It means we go slow. We move with our slow, deep breaths. And we just stay in tune with what's happening inside. We don't have to be perfect. It's just a practice. So it's just for you, just to feel. If at any time you want to take a break, you want to do your own thing, fine with me. So all my cues are invitations. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, all the way up. Arms reach up. And hands to your heart. Exhale. All right, here we go. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So hinge forward, reach back, maybe float to your tippy toes. Inhale, high mountain, maybe stay on your tiptoes, reach, lengthen. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. Big balance challenge if you want it. Beautiful. Halfway lift, heels on the ground, grow your spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga, strong shoulders, strong belly. Yes, inhale, peel your heart open. Shoulders back and down. Good, and down dog. Inhale, right leg high, stretch and lengthen. Slowly, softly step forward, low lunge. Rise, inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, you choose this time, airplane lunge or back foot floats up, full airplane, smiley face shape with your body. Beautiful, back to crescent, nice Victoria, soft landing. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now reset your feet, back heel pivots down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward and then tip it over, empty all the way out, navel to spine. Inhale, warrior two, but straighten your front leg, reach your arms up. Parallel your feet and exhale, dive down. Wide-legged straddle position. Good job. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. So come back to the top of your mat, rotate toes forward, set your back knee down. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged tabletop. Lift your heart, lift your back heel. Exhale, knee to your nose, curl in. Your left toes are tucked under, get ready. Inhale, re-extend. Three-legged down dog, back and up. Stay here or exhale, knee to nose one more time. Curl in, use your core, feel your core. Inhale, re-extend, square hips. Now rock forward. You shouldn't have to move hands or feet. Lower down, make it your own. You can modify if you want. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Good job. Left leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step through softly, low lunge. And rise, crescent. Inhale. Very nice. Exhale, you choose airplane lunge or back foot floats up. Good, feel your pose. Then bring it back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Thanks, Margaret. Exhale, hands to the earth. Reset your feet, so back heel pivots down. Inhale, warrior two, rise, settle. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Nice, Christine. Inhale, rise up, reach both arms up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. And dive down. Exhale, crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky, navel to spine, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. And then exhale, hands to the top of your mat. Toes forward, back knee comes down. Three-legged tabletop, left leg back. Yes, smiley face shape, lift your heart. Exhale. Curl in, knee to your nose. Beautiful. Right toes are tucked. Get ready. Inhale, re-extend. Three-legged dog all the way up and back. Yes. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. Use your core. Push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend. Hips are square. Exhale, come forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga. So good. Lift your heart. Peel it open. Lift your hips, down dog. Take a couple breaths, maybe couple open mouth sighs. We got one more round. This time I'm gonna add a few little things. So just like you always do, be present. Take my cues as invitations. If they work, awesome. If not, you can leave them behind. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, all the way up. Big stretch at the top, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, listen here. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice over to the right. Exhale. Through center, breathe in. Other side, up and over, all the way to empty. Reach. Inhale, center, listen. Baby back bend, exhale, navel to spine, curl open. Cactus your arms, lift your heart. Come back to neutral, inhale, reach up. And then now, exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float up to tippy toes. Good, stay on your tiptoes if you want. All the way up, high mountain. As tall as you can grow. Thanks, Christina. Awesome, John. Slow dive. Stay on your tiptoes one last time. Big, huge balance challenge. Dive down. Good. Heels on the ground, halfway lift position. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Awesome, Ken. Very strong. Peel your heart open. Inhale. And hips back. Exhale, down dog. All right, listen. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away. Use your core. Inhale, back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit as high as you can get. Awesome. Inhale, back up. Thanks, Griffin. Awesome, Ken. Exhale, everybody. Knee to your nose, and then step forward softly. Rise up, crescent lunge. Breathe in, strong legs. Tone your belly. Exhale, last time, airplane lunge, or one more chance to fly. Back foot floats up, smiley face shape. Beautiful. Back to your crescent lunge. Soft landing. Nice tip. Hands come down. Exhale, set up your feet. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over, side angle, pause, stay in side angle, work it in your own way, or option to turn it into either a triangle or a balancing half moon if you would like. So you do you. You can play, you can explore. If you fall out, awesome. That means you're challenging yourself. Come back in as you are ready. All variations. Hips are open. Heart is open. Shoulders are open. See if you can really squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, your medial glute. Open through the front of your hips. One last round. Back leg lifts a little higher. Good job. And then come back to a warrior two stance, everybody. So take a moment, settle back in, adjust your feet if you need to. Find your breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Back to our flow. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms up. Slow dive down. Exhale, wide-legged fold all the way to empty in your breath. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward, bring your back knee down gently. Three-legged tabletop, right leg back. You can stay here if you want, hold here, or exhale, right knee to your nose, use your core, curl in, good. Inhale, re-extend, tuck your left toes under, take it all the way back and up. Yes. Exhale, one more time, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, round your spine, push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend. Now listen here, friends. Open your hip this time. Stay here, hold here, or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you, right arm forward. Awesome, John. Heart forward. Lift your hips, feel the strength in your back body. Beautiful poses. One last huge breath. And then bring it back. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. You are more than welcome to keep walking it out a little bit longer. Or on an inhale, rock forward to your high plank. Option to hover your right leg if you want to. Exhale, lower down. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, hips lift. Here we go. We got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Hold if you'd rather, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, little twist. Use your obliques. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. Exhale, left to left. Get as high as you can. Yes, inhale, back up. Now everybody, knee to your nose or towards your nose, step through. Rise, inhale, crescent, strong legs. Awesome, Janet. And one more time on this side, airplane lunge or fly, back foot floats. Beautiful, nice, Nicole. Come back, slow, soft landing, inhale. Excuse me. Exhale, hands to the earth. Reset your feet, back heel pivots down. Rise, warrior two. Inhale. Side angle, reach forward, tip it over. This is where we will pause once again. Options, triangle, balancing half moon, or maybe some variation you want to take in your side angle. Maybe bird of paradise. So you do you. Hips are open, heart is open. Breath is right there flowing through. I do not care what your pose looks like. I care what it feels like. You're the only one that knows what it feels like. What can you notice? What can you pay attention to? How can you adjust? One last breath. Come back softly, warrior two. Take a moment to resettle in. Maybe you need to gaze down at your feet and adjust. Find your breath. On an inhale, reverse warrior, stretch through your left side, up and back. Exhale, back to warrior two, and then back to our flow. Inhale, reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, and all the way down. I like the little shuffle steps. Halfway lift position with your inhale. So feel the length. Exhale, low lunge, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, and then back knee comes down gently. Three-legged tabletop, left leg back. One last time, knee to your nose, use your core, round your spine. Curl in, inhale, re-extend, nice shells. Back toes are tucked all the way up and back. Now this time, exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Inhale, three-legged dog, pause here, open your hips. And if you want to, flip your dog. So you can choose. Just because you did it on the other side doesn't mean you have to do it on this side. Feel what feels best. Beautiful. Nice, Margaret. Heart is lifted. Hips are lifted. Breathe down into your belly. Last round. Come back. Regular down dog, everybody. Walk it out. Feel your strong shoulders. Feel your connection to center. You can stay here or next inhale, rock forward, high plank position, option to hover left. Exhale, slowly lower. You don't want all the weight in your shoulders. Use your core. Inhale, lift your heart. And then your choice, down dog, child, embryo, heroes. Grab a drink of water. Take a moment to simply just be. So just breathe, just feel. Whatever is there, send your breath into it. Think about 3 to 5 more rounds. And then back to downward facing dog. Okie dokie. From your dog pose, right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose as you exhale, right shin forward, gently bring your body down. You can take as much time as you would like, just kind of setting yourself up. So we do not want, here's another one of my rants if you want to listen. We do not want to just plop into it. So especially if you just have naturally open hips, you're like, oh, pigeon is so comfortable, I can fall asleep. That's not how it should feel. You want to find stability first. So I've got my right knee out to the edge of my mat. It's not in midline, I want to get that external rotation. So even if you keep your foot in towards your groin, your knee comes out wide, the closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat, your front shin is, the more that's going to pull on your hip. So you find your own edge and then hug in. So just like we do in our crescent lunge, plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. Your right butt cheek should not be on the ground. It should be lifted. Keep that as you take your heart forward. So it's like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling back and up as you bow forward. And absolutely, if there's another way you'd rather take this pose on your back or in a seat or anything like that, please feel free. And then just focus on your breath. I'm going to come around with a little essential oil spray. If you would not like it near you or on you, just give me a little raise of your hand. Okay, thank you, friends. See if you can notice. You built your strong structure. You're breathing into it, softening around it. Where are you tensing up that you do not need to be? So lots of times I find that I'm tensing up through my jaw, through my forehead, my eyebrows. Sometimes through my hands or my fingers. And then sometimes I like to just get curious. What if I could soften through my heart space? What would that feel like? So again, million things to notice. Be in your body, be with your breath. Take about 5 more here. Side out your mouth anytime. All right, slowly begin to lift your upper body. We're going to come into a seat. So if you're in regular pigeon, you can now let your hips open, your back knee bend. Just kind of sit over onto your right butt cheek. Swing your legs around, straighten them out for a moment, just give them a little shake out. And then we'll move into a twist. Keep your left leg extended, draw your right knee in, and bring your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Your left leg can stay extended, or if you would like, left heel towards your right butt cheek, your left knee bends. Sit up tall and hug your right knee in. Lift your heart. Right arm to the sky, breathe in, reach up. Then as you exhale, twist to your right. Right hand comes down behind you. Sometimes I like to bring my block. I have short arms, so I like to bring my block under my right hand sometimes. Or just lift up to my right fingertips. Try not to lean back and put a ton of weight on your right hand. It's just there to help you sit up tall. Breathe down into your belly and use your exhales to work your twist. Your left arm can stay where it's at. If there's a bind in your practice or you want to latch your left elbow to the outside of your knee, go for it. Good job. Nice, you guys. Take 2 more rounds. And then end of your next exhale, slowly unwind your upper body and just bring your hands over to your left side. I like to take this as a really passive counter twist. So I just kind of bow and let everything give in. I've seen people who like to push into the ground, lengthen their spine, and kind of actively twist in the other direction. So you can do whatever feels good to you, maybe something in between. Feel into it. Breathe down into your low back. And then come back up Unwind your legs for a moment, uncross them, just give them a little shake out again. Bring the sole of your right foot, so left leg is extended now. Sole of right foot to left inner thigh, and open your hips towards the right side of the room. Try to sit in a way that you're sitting up really tall. Your right foot is pressing into your inner thigh, so it feels like everything is hugging in and then lifting up. Flex your left toes, nice Sean, back towards your shin, and press down through your left heel. Take your arms up. Inhale here. As you exhale, side body stretch. So left hand might come down to your left leg or grab your left toes, right arm towards the front of the room. Heart stays open. Yes. Sometimes, and only if it's available to you, I like to bring my left forearm to the inside of my left leg and then use that as leverage. So I press my arm into leg back into arm. Use that as leverage to open my heart more. You're doing something different here. So adjust your hips. So your right hip is back here. So see how you're kind of leaning already? Try to get this hip out and then from here. That makes sense? Yeah. So we're trying to stick the feet out as you reach. Take one last round. Yes, good. That's much better. Inhale, lift back up, both arms to the sky, and then bring your right hand down behind you. You can stay right here and just kind of lift your heart, lift your gaze, or push into your right hand, push into your left heel, lift your hips. Left arm back. So lots of length. It's like a modified side plank or maybe a modified wild thing if you let your heart open. One last big, huge breath. Good. Let it go. Bring your sit bones back down. Bring both legs out in front of you. If you want, again, you can shake them out. I'm going to give you some options. So options, boat pose, you can hold it for as long as you like. I hate boat pose, so I probably hold it for like one breath. And then from boat pose, you can cross your ankles, plant your hands, or if you want something more fun, you can take some rocks. You can rock and roll a few times, then cross your ankles, then plant your hands. You can either step back or you can hop back, chaturanga, land with bent elbows and strong shoulders, shoulders plugged in. So anywhere you want to go to get back to down dog in your next few breaths. You can take a vinyasa, you can skip a vinyasa. And then ujjayi. Walk it out. You're gonna hate. All right, here. Yep, that's it. Keep that. Just press back from here. Keep that. Press back from here. Yeah, that's it. That looks good. Keep pressing through here so your arms will lengthen. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Oh. All right, inhale, left leg high. As you are ready, pigeon pose, left shin forward. Take your time. So remember all that structure we built on the other side. Build it here. So remember, you don't want to just plop in. It's not sleepy pigeon. You should feel that hugging in, that muscle energy, like that invisible rope is pulling back on your left hip. As you bow forward. Reach, I'll just show you what I was trying to tell you in that other place just real quick. So you were kind of like leaning onto this back hip and then trying to do something like this. So think of putting this phone down, sticking this hip out behind you. Does that make sense? So it's totally different like this. Try it on the other side. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Take your big, deep breaths. Open your mouth anytime you want. Side out. Good, you guys. Where are you tensing up that you don't need to be? Where can you take those big exhales to just melt around the pose? Last few breaths. And I'll just leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even on both sides. Start to find your way towards any seated position. So start to work your way up and into a seat with your legs facing forward. You can give your legs a nice little shake out. Maybe you want to take a couple windshield wipers. Yeah, maybe you're still feeling good in pigeon. Please feel free to stay there. So we'll move into a twist, a seated twist. Left knee bends, draw it up towards your chest, and then step it to the outside of your right thigh. If you want to, you can bend your right knee. Try to be in a position where your sit bones are grounded, both sit bones on the ground. Hug your knee in, puff up your chest, get tall. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes down behind you. Not to put all your weight on and lean back on, but to help you sit up taller. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. Breathe down into your belly. And every exhalation is an invitation to twist just a little bit deeper. Not for me to see, not for anybody to see, but for you to feel. Good job. Nice work. Last couple breaths. And very end of your next exhale, slowly unwind your upper body. Counter twist, so hands over to your right. Maybe really passive, just kind of bow, just kind of round, or maybe more active. Lengthen, twist away from your legs. Maybe a mixture of both, one last round. Good, lift back up. Uncross your legs, take them out long again, little shake out if you want. And then let's set up Janu Shirsasana. So sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh, and then kind of move your hips around. Make sure both sit bones are grounded. You should be able to sit straight up and open your heart towards the left side of the room. Yeah, and if you guys, sorry to put you on the spot, but Jamie's on a block. She's giving herself a little head start. That's such a good idea. Sit up on top of something. Give yourself a little head start. So arms to the sky. Lift your chest, proud chest, inhale. And then exhale, side body stretch. So reach towards the front of the room. Your left side is elongating. Your left butt cheek is pulling towards the back of the room. Left foot presses into right inner thigh. Good. Yes. Press down through the back of your right heel. Good reach. And then even now, try to press down through the back of your right thigh. Good. Nice, Seishi. Take one more full round. Inhale, lift back up, arms to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down behind you, fingers face away from your body. You can stay here. Just lift your heart and gaze up, or push into your hand, push into your right heel, lift your hips. Good, go for length and space. One last huge breath. Nice, Lisa, and then bring it back down, sit bones to the ground. Take both legs out in front of you for a moment. Give them a little shake out or windshield wipers, or sometimes I like to kind of just pound my thighs. We're going to take reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So you can either keep your legs extended. This will be a little more intense. You can also bend your knees, feet on the ground, heels pretty much straight down from your knees or just slightly in front. So not way back, not way forward, pretty much just straight down. And your feet are hips width distance. Otherwise, if your legs are extended, they're squeezing together. Hands behind you, fingers face in towards your hips or out towards the sides of your mat, up to you. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your heart. Great place to stay. Do not let your shoulders roll forward as you lift your hips. So push down into your fingertips, especially thumbs and index. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Heart opens, chest puffs up. Try not to let your head collapse back, but either extend back, or if it feels better, tuck your chin in towards your chest, protecting your neck. Take one last round. Lift, lift, lift. Yes, bring your butt down. Good. Ease your way all the way down onto your back. Yep, you got it. Hug your knees in. Just kind of rock gently from side to side. And then I'm going to say, choose any inversion you would like for about 10 breaths or so. So anything that puts your hips or your legs or both higher than your heart. You're welcome to move to a wall. If you see wall space you want to use, go for it. You're welcome to make it more restorative. You're welcome to make it more challenging, whatever you're in the mood for. And after your about 10 breaths or so in your inversion, ease your way out. And then just take a moment in any counter poses of your choice. Excuse me. So anything to just kind of neutralize. Give yourself another about 10 breaths or so to move through any finishing poses of your choice. So we did that nice seated twist. Maybe that was enough for you. If you're feeling a supine twist, now is a great time. Maybe you want to sit up and do more seated stretches. Maybe you're so ready for Shavasana. You just want to go straight into your Shavasana. Happy baby is always nice at the end of practice, kind of neutralize and traction out the spine. So you do whatever your body is calling for today. And then just start to slowly find your way into your final relaxation. And please take your time, no hurry. So this is a reading by Jeff Brown. It's from his book called Grounded Spirituality. He says, "We are powerful beyond measure and so deeply vulnerable at the same time. This may seem like a dichotomy, but it isn't. We have misunderstood real power. It has been seen as a force that is assertive non-surrendering, that pushes on through. This is not real power. This is simply willfulness. Real power is something else. Receptivity, vulnerability, courage to keep your heart open on even the darkest of days. The strength to feel it all, even when the odds are stacked against you. Real power is showing up with your heart on your sleeve and refusing to waste one moment of your life hidden behind edginess or armor. The art of enheartened presence. Now that is power. So these last few moments are just for you. You don't need to do anything at all. You don't need to be anywhere else or show up for anybody else but yourself. So give yourself these last few moments to just relax, to slow down, and just let the vibrations of the bowls, the frequency of the bowls, just resonate inside your body. And just notice what you feel. Imagine your heart wide open. Imagine the energy of your heart flowing through you, out your fingers, out your toes. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And start to just gently bring movement back into your body. As you're ready, roll to either side. And give yourself just a moment to rest on your side body. Just give yourself a moment to really let your practice soak in, to feel into not only the power that lies inside of you, but the vulnerability, the softness. And use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up. Seated meditation. So right back where we began. Close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart, and just sit up nice and tall. We'll seal this practice together with one big collective Om. So go ahead, exhale, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Om. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Namaste. All right. Get to your coffee dates now.